What was that? What was it to it? Wasn't it the holy city? So that they were protecting what they thought was most important. Okay, that's all I wanted to get you to. To which each person passed her lyre, the Sphinx addressed the question. What is the animal that in the morning goes on 4 feet, at noon on 2 feet, and in the evening on 3 feet? Those who failed to answer her riddle, she destroyed. All right? It says there is another answer to the riddle of Sphinx, best revealed by consideration of the Pythagorean values of numbers, which is a thief. Pythagoras is a thief. Show you right. And it says the 4, the 2, and the 3 produce the sum of 9. The 4 represents the ignorant man, the 2 the intellectual man, and 3 the spiritual man. Infinite humanity walks on 4 legs, evolving humanely on 2 legs, and of the power of our own mind redeems and illuminates magnets as the staff of wisdom. The Sphinx is therefore the mystery of nature, the embodiment of the secret doctrine, and all who cannot solve her riddle perish. To pass the Sphinx is to attain personal immortality. Now that's important because I'm going to show you how they immortalize the people who are the caretakers to the secret society. Their names live forever because the owners of the secret society forever perpetuate the name, which that means immortality. You live forever in the other members of the secret society's minds and hearts. Now, this Grecian Sphinx, in fact, at a recent lecture in LA, Aswa Kwesi translated this portion going across here, and it made a lot of sense. Boule means advisors to the king. When he translated this Grecian Sphinx dialogue here, he said it meant lords of the landlord. Lords of the landlord, which fitted the pattern again. These are the king's knights. The king don't fight, the knights fight. The knight ain't the king, he just worked for the king. Now, when I thought about the Grecian Sphinx and the number 9, I thought about this. So you're right. How do the Greek thing fit? One good tape up there too, brother, is the challenge to the Greeks. Brother Coakley at University of Syracuse, which has a lot of things in it, even the ending to this lecture, because it was similar to that one. That's an interesting one up there. You'll see those titles on it. That one with my, that's a good all-round one, the one with my picture on it. See, that's it. There you go. Alpha, Kappa, Phi Beta, Sigma, Omega Psi Phi, Zeta Phi Beta, a.k.a. Delta Sigma Gamma Rho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 make 9. The Grecian Sphinx is keyed on the number 9. There are 4 male and 4 female Greek-based fraternity and sororities, and the Boule, the granddaddy of them all, make 9. There have never been a 10th one. These were constructed by the late 1920s. There has never been a 10th because it would make it numerically insignificant. And you can, in essence, know it's like a 1, 4, and 4. The 4 male, 4 female, by the 1920s, they were over. Thank you very much, sister. Now, interestingly enough, if we all know who it is that's in control, what will happen to the sphinxes, the Grecian sphinxes? It says here, discovering one who knew the answer to her riddle, the Sphinx cast herself from the cliff which bordered the road and perished. Which means that if this is a gatekeeper protecting something secret, and you, with the power of your thrust, reveal it, then the gatekeeper has no real function. They must self-destruct. So why does the Boule resist the sharing of the information amongst the black people? Is because they will not get the privileges of prosperity that they've been guaranteed for never telling who the wizard is if their role is rendered impotent. So the part of dealing with the OEO, you remember in the Wizard of Oz, there was them little black things, them little monkeys with the wings?
Yeah.
Wow. And you remember in the Wiz with Michael Jackson and them? They all was working for Eveline. Eveline said, don't bring me no bad news. And you know they had the little black suits on with the little wings on them, right? Go back and check this shit, because once they kick Eveline ass, right, they put the water on the Wicked Witch, They got past the OEO boys. Now they up on Eveline, or the Boule or the Munchkins, right? And now she been flushed down the toilet. It was a cleansing process. And the people that worked for her did what? They shed the skin of the enemy, unzipped it, and did what they saying. Can you see a brand new day? Da, 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 da. And then they picked up the people that they had been blocking off the yellow brick road and carried them as far down to the door of the wizard as they could go. On the path, you will meet people of like character. With them, you will form a bond that needs no utterance of mere words. But you as the organizer must learn how to use what a person has to offer. If it's a 60% brother, try to get 59. If it's a 90%, 90, 89, 87. Try to get what a person has to give, but everybody didn't live their life to qualify for the right to kill the wizard. Because weaker, more susceptible or vulnerable to evil people will never get the confidence because they will forever believe they never deserve the privilege and will deny it to themselves. So 100 virgins will whip 1,000,000 whores because of the inherited right they have to call upon the forces that are greater than their own ability. When Garvey said, "I'll be back in the eye of the hurricane," he understood that sometimes you will have to do things in bad weather. The shit get bad. I said, "Ooh, I'm worried." I said, "Ooh, I'm happy. This might be it." So y'all get ready. When the lights cloud, the shit get real bad. Might even be a huge snowstorm. That's the day that the walkers beat the flyers and the drivers. Miss Daisy, weakest one on the planet, way at the top of the hill in the biggest house, never cooked her own food, grown anything, washed shit, don't even answer the telephone. You will not have a hard time kicking her ass or her husband's ass if you can beat the OEO. It's the buff. So don't underestimate the buff. Understand that the buff, they didn't start to go get Mandela out of jail till they start burning collaborators. They never fuck with the white people. They never fuck with the white people. They fuck with the white people's buffers. And then the white man saw his fence go down. He went and cut a deal. Check. All right. Now, the legend of Oedipus was what? Say that again. Murder,